Hey guys, SmartBag87 here, and today I'm actually recording rather late at the moment. Anyway, I wanted to make kind of like a final or last video about kind of talking about the whole Windows tweaking thing. This video is more or less just kind of clarify a few things, and also just to talk in general, kind of things that I've learned like over time, and just things that you should probably take into account if you really are going to follow some of these guides. So let's get into the web browser here. So anyway, I want to show you that as you can see, this is the only good tweaker, by the way. uh, fuck off. Yeah, I was about to say Chris Titus is my opinion is probably one of the best tweakers out there. Uh, he has 20 years of Windows like administration like experience, and I trust him 100%. His Windows bloat scripts are the only scripts that you'll really need, and that is something that you should definitely take and consider. I would avoid. I mean, especially his tweaks can actually kind of hurt your system more than help. Now he does have some good, very good points, and I'm not gonna hate the dude by any means. Like any of these tweakers, I don't hate them. Like you can't hate someone just because they make tweak videos. Like that's just I'm gonna say that most of their tweaks are kind of bullshit. So especially him, you see where it says how to actually optimize stuff that matters this week, not over exaggerating, debunk lies and other YouTubers told him. This I haven't seen this yet, but this thumbnail kind of looks like it's rather decent. So uh there's a lot of debunking that I'm going to cover here, and I'm just going to go from there and just kind of talk about it. This guide is pretty good, in my opinion. It's pretty good, but he a lot of the stuff that he does, the Interbots does that you can pretty much just do manually, or you can do automatically with the Chris Titus script here. So there's a lot of tips that I recommend. Yeah, as you see, there's a lot of guides out here. There's just flooded with misinformation. Most of it is. Some of them that I do recommend. Of course, Chris Titus. Computing. He does talk about how to make like a really slimmed down version of Windows where it just comes pre-installed with like just basic programs, like basically slimming things down. Most Low Spec Gamer also talks about that stuff. So most, I mean, Tech Yes City he does make, of course, similar guide designer bots, and his tweaks are quite basic. I mean, they're pretty. If you're new to Windows, then I would recommend his videos. I mean, it is not a bad video at all. Like, this helped me out. But like videos like this, videos like, of course, we have another Tech Yes City, which is pretty good. Videos like plus 30 FPS, lags no stutter. It's just how to optimize Windows 11. This is kind of just basic stuff at this point. Before and after, without clocking, this stuff is kind of just placebo and just bullshit at this rate. I don't care if like uncensored. If you get offended by cuss words, I mean, I really don't care. Like, if these tweakers want to go at me, then they can go at me because honestly, I don't care if they're trying to like if they're gonna pull a they're trying to like I'm starting beef. Like I'm not starting beef. I don't want to miss and like inform anybody, and that is my whole spiel here. Is like I don't want anybody to be misinformed. And look, this just kind of looks like look. It literally is the same fucking thumbnail. It's literally the same thumbnails, just copied and pasted. Look at all these thumbnails. They're just copied and pasted. Look, it's oh my god, it's just no views here. Hi people, it's the same fucking look, it's just the same comments, but it's made by different people. You can tell that this is just this dude with multiple accounts trying to get his videos up for trying to get his videos. You can tell that I'm not trying to like, attack him or anything, but you can definitely tell it's the same video, no views 5 days ago. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna watch some of these now. I'm not gonna turn into a reaction channel or anything. I'm probably gonna end up just muting the audio in it because that is something that can be problematic. Which I'm probably gonna end up doing that right now. So, uh, Let me go ahead and go into the sound mixer here and just mute it. All right. Okay. Let's just go to the top one since they are the same videos.
Hey,
Okay. Let's turn on Okay. English. Okay. I'm gonna show you how to optimize your CPUs for gaming in Fortnite, guys. Any kind of game you play on your PC. So, guys, let's start. Okay. First, you need to download set FSB. Yeah. Don't mess with set FSB. Uh, it can't help. Sorry. Excuse me. Let me take a drink of tea real quick. Oh, that's good. Anyway, he is recommended to use set FSB, which is, I mean, it's all right. Uh, if you have like say like a really old like Dell like OEM board and you know that you can overclock it, set FSB can help. I mean, so far this isn't bad. All right, let's just go into on your PC, link in the software in the description. Okay, let's go into the description here. He does have like his own pack here. He has a password, 200 likes, tags. Look at all these fucking tags. They're just flooded here. That's another things that these tweak. Okay, go ahead and stop it. Another thing these tweakers like to do is like they like to tag fluff. I mean, I understand that puts you higher in a YouTube algorithm, but okay, let's. Okay, another thing is I'm just gonna open this in another. See if there's anything. Yep, this is the only video. This is about okay. Join the 11th of July, and there's only one view, which is myself. I'm tell you right now, do not harass this person. I'm not trying to call out anybody. I'm just watching videos at this rate, kind of seeing what tweaks they recommend, and kind of saying that which ones work, which ones don't work. I'm not trying to harass this person. Don't go and leave comments because this person has no subs. I'm the only view right now. Just uh don't harass anybody. Period. It's dumb to do. It's a waste of fucking space. You're damaging someone's mental health. Just don't do it. Don't be an idiot. And I don't recommend anybody doing this. All right, let's just continue. Okay, drop these. Okay, all of these files here. I don't know why you would keep it in a folder, but anyway, let's just keep watching. Okay. Is there any? Let me actually unmute it and see if there's any music here.
follow all of the settings on your PC. Therefore, you can guys get
It
the
is a
maximum
dude with
performance
that. I
of your
mean, I'm not
CPU while you gaming on
against
your
anybody with
PC.
an
So
accent or
here is
anything, but
guys some
he
customization
does have
settings,
kind
some
of like some
diagnosis,
basic audio
the
in the
creator,
background,
and
which is
here is the
alright.
capture. So guys, do not.
I'm gonna keep it mute anyway, just in case. So he doesn't. Does he actually talk about what this clock generator does? You need to simply select. Yeah, the first option. Oh, that's kind of misleading. He says if you select the first option. Now this is a. He's kind of misleading here. The reason why I say don't follow kind of that first option is that certain like your motherboard, you have a certain key in your clock generator. Okay, I'm gonna look up a video here. So in this other tab here, so Dell Optiplex I think it's 760 overclock. All right, so here it is. This guy talks about it. In my opinion, much better. Go ahead and like give this guy some subscribers, some views, because he definitely deserves it. So anyway, he talks about like what you need to do, what attempts you need to do, how to use set FSB. He does this way better. So anyway, this is kind of misleading. He's saying to just check out the first. And ultra you don't need to select, which I mean, yeah, that could be right. This is kind of I'm saying this is a little bit misleading. I mean, I'm not trying to bash the video or anything. It's just maybe he's new to tweaking. That's all right. I mean, if he's new to tweaking, then uh that's cool. That's all right. I'm not trying to, you know, overly like judge him and call him an idiot because he's not an idiot. Maybe he might be new to tweaking. Maybe he's just trying to start a YouTube channel. That's all right. I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and just skip by and then just talk about okay. This right here is another one that I recommend too. This is a 33-minute long video. I'm not gonna, talk through the entire video. I'm not gonna even watch the entire video because I have the audio muted just in case, some fucking like music's in the background and then it gets fucking claimed or, I get a copyright strike. So that's something that I want to avoid as much as possible. So anyway, he does talk about like the tape mod. He does recommend. It looks very I honestly recommend recommend this video if you have an OEM board like this, like if you have an Optiplex, because I do have the 780 and I am OEM locked with the CPU. So, and also I've tried overclocking with the Q 9550, which is not smart to do. Like just don't overclock with that. And also my fucking phone is buzzing. Oh, okay. Just my friend spamming me on Instagram. Anyway, uh, okay. I think what we're gonna go through next is we're gonna talk about custom ISOs. So, all right. So this right here is probably a more popular or well-known ISO. It's called Windows Ameliorated. This tends to, let's just say, this is actually not a bad idea. In my opinion, this all this does is just remove some spyware and then just make it to where their user isn't an administrator, but instead, if they use like this, the official images, which are actually right here, uh, which takes you to a Telegram, and I'm not giving them my phone number. So anyway, I mean, I know all their scripts are open source, and that's honestly cool too. They do have a documentation here, which I would recommend doing here. This one's kind of old, 20H2. So click on the wiki and then try to find. Yep, here it is, the most up to date one. This one has you getting the ISO, and then it tells you how to do all the guide. If you really want a really slimmed down version of Windows and you don't want to install some third party ISO, follow this guide, or of course do the Chris Titus. I'm gonna go ahead and just click on YouTube here and just find Chris Titus. I'll look it up. Chris Titus. No, not Titus. Titus. There we go. Go ahead. He does. I think he does have a link around here somewhere. That he does with Windows. Yeah, he even says don't upgrade to Windows 11, which I agree with him there. Just don't upgrade to Windows 11. It is right now it's fairly new. There's a lot of bugs. There's performance problems if you're an AMD guy. So I would I would honestly just avoid Windows 11 for now. Windows 10 is going to be supported until 2025, so you got 4 years until, or technically 3 years, because the year's about to end. I mean, in a month. So hold on fast. If you still have older hardware and you're still on, you can't upgrade to Windows 11. Maybe you're on a budget constraint, or maybe your PC doesn't fucking phone. Maybe your PC doesn't run Windows 11 properly. Like you can always use Linux. Linux is a bit finicky as it's not really. In my opinion, Linux needs to be tailored more for someone who just wants to open up a game and just play it. Everything just works. I mean, I know that's not the whole Linux. Fuck. What I'm trying to say is the whole Linux ideology is that everything's open. You control your computer. Microsoft doesn't control it. There's no spying. There's so much customization, and for some people that scares them. It does. So I got a whole off on a tangent there. Anyway, what I'd recommend is just going ahead and doing this for Windows. If you want more of a slimmed down version, there's also the Chris Titus script that I would recommend doing. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go over that real quick. Chris, okay, yep. I'm gonna go through his videos and just go to his Windows one. Also, he does have a website, so I'm gonna look that up real quick. He does have a website too, so now, the reason why I'm crediting a lot of people is that these tweaks actually work, and that I'm not going to just distribute like an ISO, or I'm not going to go ahead and give you guys a like anything like a regedit or anything. It's just okay. Where is the debloat utility? So anyway, he has his own debloat script on GitHub. Go ahead and go ahead. This is the link here. You can just copy and paste that into PowerShell. So what you do is you copy and paste the PowerShell command here. Don't worry, it's not going to do anything to your system. It's not going to install any rootkits or any crazy regedits. So what you do is you go ahead and right click here and then go to PowerShell's admin. Probably give you a prompt or whatever. Maybe you have UAC prompts disabled. So you just go ahead and copy this by pressing just right click to do a quick copy that, and then just hit enter. Now, if you already have if you have the Microsoft Store, this will automatically install Windows Package Manager, which he uses to install all these programs over here to the left-hand side here. So another thing that he does here too as well, you can actually have the old control panel, the old system panel, and then the old sound panel here. And also, you can do security updates only on Windows, which I would highly recommend you do, so those drivers aren't automatically installing and do other stuff. So the tweaks that I do is I do the essential tweaks, the disable the action center. I tend to have the tray icons hidden, but if I'm using like OBS over here, I do have that tray icon like not hidden. So dark mode, then I do performance visual effects, which doesn't really do much. I mean, I've noticed that there is no difference between now. If you're a type of person that doesn't like is trying to figure that things out there, or maybe you're just hey, I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, performance visual effects, just do that just in case. If you got a really potato computer, just do it. Background apps, things like I think Cortana, other things, Edge runs in the background. Uh, I'll do this, disable OneDrive, and then disable the Cortana search, and then remove the bloatware down here. It might take a little bit of time depending on your hardware, of course. Once that's done, grab whatever you need, like grab 7-zip, Windows Terminal if you want to, Discord, uh, web browser, Firefox, Chrome, whatever you use. Grab that, shut it down, reboot your system, and you should be fine. Another thing that I did too was I don't know if this is really an important tweak here, so let's go into details here. Let's scroll down to DWM, or where DWM is. My voice is completely breaking out because I've been talking for a long time. Trying to drink tea and talk at the same time isn't really helping for me. Anyway, this is DWM here. I'm going to go ahead and right click this and then set the CPU priority to high. Now, this does make a difference. Don't worry, it's not going to be unstable or anything. And then set the Explorer to normal. Don't set it to below normal, just set it to normal. Uh, yeah, just do that. Do those two, and then do another reboot. Or do this and then reboot after you do the debloat utility. The other thing that I have open is just MSI Afterburner. I don't do the NVIDIA clean install. I just install the NVIDIA driver from their site, and I don't install GeForce Experience. So that's pretty much the only thing I do. I don't do any reg edits or anything like that. I just keep it basic as possible because those reg edits they can hurt your system more than they can help. So go ahead and do that. Another thing that I do too is I do something called browser isolation. My Google stuff is tied to, of course, Google Chrome. But if I want to browse something a bit more private, or yeah, I'm not going to go into it. If I want to browse something different, or maybe I just want a browser that I'm not going to sign into like my Google stuff in, I'll use like Min browser here. It's pretty slick and lightweight. You'll like it a lot. It is very minimalist. Got tabs here. It's pretty good. I'd recommend it too. You can always also make custom images with NT Lite, slim it down too, so you can have a kind of the slimmed down version of Windows, which is pretty good to do. So, I already did make a video about NT Lite. I think it's kind of I think it's one of my better videos, as I think that I didn't really explain it too well. So, anyway, that's probably the video that I wanted to talk about, was just these placebo tweaks and stuff to kind of go over. Now, the video that I showed with the content creator with the set FSB, that was not meant to attack him at all. That was meant more or less just kind of an example of kind of things that are a bit misleading when it comes to like these register tweaks and stuff. Like, I understand that he's trying to get his video to be viewed, so he makes alternate accounts. Maybe it's just a group of friends that copy that same video, which is all right. I mean, that happens sometimes. Maybe they're bot accounts. Who knows? Anyway, that video wasn't meant to attack him. Don't leave comments and tell him to go kill himself. Like, that's just dumb. Don't fucking do it. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a piece of shit. Just leave the dude alone. Maybe say, hey, try this, or maybe link him a video about how to do the overclocking, which is very helpful to give kind of a better information, or giving him better information so he can make a new video and being saying, here's this new information that I learned. Thank you for the constructive feedback, which that's what it is. I'm not harassing the dude. I'm just saying that this is misleading. This is constructive feedback, and that is what these placebo tweaks do. They're very misleading. They can hurt your system more than they can help. And what we need to do is give people constructive feedback, so then they say, hey, everybody's system is different. These tweaks are going to hurt some people's system. We just need to give that disclaimer instead of just having these overhyped clickbaity thumbnails that just suck. So, anyway, tirade over. I'm pretty much done ranting over. I'm about to, call it a day. Probably just play some fucking games on Steam. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, then leave a like, comment anything really. You can tell me like unicorns fly in space or something, and I'll read it. Anyway, make sure if you are gonna do follow along with tweaks, make sure you research what the tweaks do. Uh, if you are going to dive in the registry, make sure you don't touch anything that's to do with priority. If you're disabling things that, like, say, Windows Defender, certain telemetry, go ahead. They're not going to hurt anything. They're just background processes that are useless anyway. So, anyway, I'm done. I'm going to call it a night, and I hope you enjoyed. More videos should be soon. I'll try to slim down or make less of these types of videos because, my opinion, I don't really like making a lot of these kind of these Windows type videos of just tweaking because at the end of the day, these tweak videos are they're kind of misleading because I do feel bad misleading someone about tweaking Windows and thinking that it's the best thing, like that my registry or my pack is the best thing ever, which honestly it isn't. That's why I plan on actually deleting the Helios OS video showcase because honestly, it's just me taking something in NT Lite. I incorporated a whole bunch of regedits into it. It was a bad OS. It didn't run games real well. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm done.